I don't care how corny you think it is, everyone has to learn how to meditate. It gets such a bad rap because of the way it's perceived in the media. But meditation is literally just learning how to sit with your own thoughts and letting them not affect you. That's the real benefit. Letting those thoughts and feelings come up naturally, then letting them pass on their own. I know people that need to go their whole day completely distracted by random useless stuff, just so they don't have to think in their own head. If you are too scared of your own thoughts that you don't even let any come up, how are you going to achieve your dreams? If you can't even think long enough to know what your dreams are. I think many get scared off meditation because it's so simple, yet so hard. If you've ever tried it, you realize how little control you have of your own thoughts, which actually feels very humbling. But you should use that realization as a reason to meditate, not one to stop meditating. And I would recommend starting off with any guided meditation on YouTube. I mean, there's literally thousands of them, so you don't have an excuse. And then once you get the hang of it, start doing them independently. I think meditation is also great for individuality and purpose. Actually, it's not great, it's probably needed for everybody. We are so connected now online that you don't even have to have your own opinion. You can just form your own opinion and identity through what you consume online. Also, asking for advice all the time and looking at all the comments on videos is another thing. Anything but sitting with your own thoughts and seeing who you truly are, not asking for advice all the time or looking for the millionth video on pretty much how to do anything, but instead just sitting with your own thoughts. That's what nobody does anymore. I think that's why so many people feel lost now. We form what success and independence looks like through various people on social media instead of ourselves. And then when we try to copy this life that most people boast online, of course you're not going to feel happy. You're going to feel sad because you're trying to live someone else's life. You got to figure out how to live your own. And you're only going to figure it out when you finally sit down with yourself, letting that voice in your head that you suppress with distractions actually talk to you. And this is probably why there's like a hive mind also on social media. When some content creator starts to get called corny, for example, it seems like everyone comes out of the woodwork to hate on them. It's like we're pairing our tastes to our individuality now because everyone consumes so much. Like, people will say, oh, how could you like that band, bro? Or how could you still watch that guy's videos? He's so corny now. And they only think they're corny because they saw a bunch of other videos saying how they were. So if you really try to cater to what you like based on the public consensus, you're pretty much speedrunning an identity crisis. And I was definitely a victim of this, and I really only started to see how bad it was when I started meditating. I started to think of what was really the point of me caring about what I consume. And at the end of the day, you're not going to get anything from this overconsumption unless it leads to creation. I think creation is so important, and kind of the benchmark for my free time is that I always tell myself that no matter what I'm doing, as long as I'm creating, it's always going to be better than consuming something stupid. I think another byproduct of never listening to yourself and only looking for advice and validation from others is all of this fitness and wellness technology. Like, are you so out of tune with your own body that you need something to tell you what your sleep score is or your steps or how many calories you eat? Like, you can't tell internally when you don't get enough sleep or you eat too many calories or if you didn't move enough throughout the day. And a lot of the times, that technology just makes you feel even worse. Like, I know a lot of people that just write off their whole entire day because some app told them they got a 60 sleep score. Are you really going to let a number on your phone dictate how you feel for the limited amount of hours you have in life? Realistically, do you think someone's going to be a fun hang if they're counting calories? Like, no, they're probably boring as hell. You should be in tune with your body enough to know what foods feel good for you, when you should eat, when you should sleep, and when you should work out. You shouldn't have an Apple Watch or a Whoop tell you that. But I can see how people fall down this path because they never take the time to sit with themselves and really understand how their body feels. And if you meditate enough, you'll finally feel connected to your body and mind and not need to rely on some technology to tell you when to walk or when to sleep. Overall, everyone needs to learn how to meditate well, and you especially need to learn if it's really hard for you to listen to your own thoughts in your head or be in tune with your own body, and especially if you feel like you lack true identity. Like I said before, there's literally thousands of guided meditations out there. I would just focus on the ones that you like, and then once you really get a hang of it, try to do 5, 10, 15 minutes of independent meditation, getting to the point where you can do it without any sort of distractions. It's unbelievable how calm and silent your brain is once you learn how to meditate well.